way from Mackay in North Queensland. Where are you from?
I'm from Dragon City Roller Derby, which is Bendigo in Victoria.
We're kind of like the top and the tail of Australia at the moment. Like,
I'm happy to be the tail.
we've had an interesting run into it this morning. The energy here is just incredible. You can see all the tears cheering and having a fabulous time. We've got 1 minute on our clock to Derby. I might have Razorback now. Let's just check in.
Just double check my microphone is working now. Beautiful. Hopefully I feel like they got half of the conversation between us before.
That's okay, yeah. We were talking about tops and tails, I think. Tops and tails of Australia.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm from Dragon City Roller Derby in Victoria, Australia. And we are here to call the game between New Zealand and Team Denmark.
Yeah, there's some fantastic names in these teams. We might go through and do a bit of a run through those teams.
We've got about 30 seconds on the clock. So skating for Team New Zealand, we've got 010 Skeleton, 02 Gemski, 077 Cookie Monster, 09 Phyllis, 101 Whiskers, 113 Taser, 13 Black Widow, 2007 Glitter Bomb, 21 Glider, 211 Dynamite, 45 Alarmer, 53 Rainbow Dash, 616 Ghost Pepper, 67 Scarface Claw, 77 Chaos, 83 Manic Mushroom, number 9 Ink Spill.
Yeah, and I believe that Team New Zealand are sitting Whiskers and Tasers for this game, so you may not see them out on the track. But on Team Denmark, we've got 0024 Sappho, 207 Burpee, 30 Tiger's Eye, 357 Nosferatu, number 4 Kitty, 42 Orca, 7 Stern Frida, 777 their captain Liliskid, and 9 Energizer. But our derby has started. Oh, we've got a New Zealand lead popping out there. Number 13 Black Widow taking the first lead of the tournament on this game.
Still caught up in the pack on their initial for Team Denmark.
And we can see, unfortunately, Black Widow there receiving a charging penalty. Oh.
Have a jam bounce in the very first jam.
In the first jam. So we can see Nosferatu heading to the box there to take a seat as Black Widow gets ready to back in. We're going to have a 2-minute jam.
That's so exciting. And that's actually going to take up a significant amount of the game, given each of these games is only going for 30 minutes.
That is a short stretch in these initial games.
In these 30-minute games, the skaters will only be able to accrue 4 penalties before they are...
Oh, beautiful piece of offense there by number 45 Alarm Her, just popping up and destroying that crescent to get Black Widow out at the top of the pack.
Yeah, that was a scoring pass for Black Widow as they had completed their initial on their scoring when they went to the penalty box. Nosferatu picked up the penalty on their initial, so they should still be in the pack completing their initial at the moment.
Oh, must be a bit slippery out there. I'm seeing a few people going down out there. It is surprisingly cool for a Brisbane morning. I mean, maybe not for you from Bendigo, but and me sitting here in my singlet from North Queensland, random, but.
It's all about fashion. All right, that completes the first jam. We've got 8 points picked up by New Zealand, no points yet from Denmark.
Okay, just seeing this next lineup take the track. And we've got for New Zealand, it's been, straight through for a lead there for Team Denmark. Number 30 Tiger's Eye making quick work of that pack. She was straight through.
And we've had a legal star pass from Team New Zealand. Really quick when those 2 whistles were blown to hand that over. We've now got number 77, which is Chaos, as your jammer for New Zealand.
And coming around the track, we can see that denial there, call off from Team Denmark.
Nice, smart, strategic play there. Our points now 4 points to Denmark, 8 points for New Zealand.
Well, we went from a 2-minute jam in our first one, taking up all of the time we possibly could to Derby, to a really quick points and call situation there in the second jam.
Yeah, beautiful work by both teams. We've got nice congested pack up on the pivot line. No, we've got a little bit of rolling back as the jam's about to start. Looks like we've got Burpee out there with the star for Team Denmark.
I heard a pretty unfortunate fact about Burpee. Apparently, whenever she burps on the track or at training, the entire team have to do burpees.
Oh my God. I would be furious if that was my teammate. We've got lead picked up there by Burpee for Team Denmark.
But being recycled to the back of the pack, having the lead and just getting taken back into that pack, but out now. Oh, and straight through 616.
Looks like Ghost Pepper for Team New Zealand.
Hot on the tail. This may be no points. Let's see.
We do have a very loud game going on track 1 right next to us. So if there's a lot of background noise, we're doing our best. Both jammers in the pack, scoring pass.
Burpee still getting caught up behind that strong New Zealand wall at the back there, but deciding to call it to stop New Zealand from getting that second scoring pass.
Yeah, beautiful. Looks like it was 4 points apiece for the two teams out there on that jam. So we're going into jam number 4. We've got Team Denmark in the red, Team New Zealand in the black.
We've got Nosferatu lining up on the jammer line there for Team Denmark, coming out for their second appearance. They were in that first 2-minute jam.
I can't quite see who I've got for Ink Spill for Team New Zealand, picking up lead straight away.
Nice, quick, sneaky footwork there from Inkspill to take that lead with Nosferatum taking that inside line not far behind. Oh!
Inkspill, 4 points and calls. Great attention paying to their instructions from the bench.
And a beautiful little sneak through the centre of everyone in that pack. I don't think they were even touched. She was even touched on the way through there.
So slippery.
Well, with a name like Inkspill. Fun fact about Inkspill that we have here on our notes, has been tattooing since the age of 8 years old. Interesting fact.
I love that.
Not one I would expect at a junior tournament. But
no, but if you're going to see it anywhere, a roller derby tournament is the place for it to happen. We have got both jammers caught up in the pack there. We've got number 30 picking up lead for Team Denmark.
That is Tiger's Eye with some beautiful footwork, a little hop, skip and a jump.
Yeah, and Fearless for Team New Zealand, not far behind.
We can see Denmark cycling to the front there, trying to stop those points, but they are just too quick.
Yeah, beautiful hit out and run back by Manic Mushroom. We've got a destruction penalty called on 777 for Denmark. That's Lilleskid.
And unfortunately, that is a very full box happening for the Denmark squad. We see Sappho heading to the bin, but being told to return to track as there isn't an available seat to sit in.
Yeah, for those that are relatively new to Derby, if there is no space for you to sit in the penalty box, you do have to stay on the track until a seat becomes free and the referees will signal for you to enter the box.
So we can see a full wall of New Zealand blockers just creating that defence at the front, seeing their jammer straight through, doing a bit of offence and defence at the same time, trapping that Denmark jammer at the back. Yeah,
really taking advantage of that pack deficit. On Team Denmark. Ghost Pepper has picked up lead, is out there scoring points, but the two blockers for Team Denmark doing an excellent job.
As Energizer and Sappho out there, that little crescent just making sure, difficult time to get through.
Yeah, and I think that's Burpee out there jamming for Team Denmark. They were almost through, got run all the way to the back. They've now completed a star pass to the pivot. That's number 42, I think, Orca.
We're seeing the New Zealand bench asking them to hold, trying to maybe get those 2 blockers that are in the bin for New Zealand out, not wanting to go into the next jam with that pack deficit that we saw Team Denmark have.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning from what others have done before.
There we go. Just in time to get both blockers out of the bin.
And leave one of the blockers for Team Denmark in the penalty box. High scoring jam there for Team New Zealand. 12 points picked up. 4 points picked up by Denmark, taking Team New Zealand to 32 and Denmark to 16.
I forgot we even had a score. I was having such a fabulous time just watching Derby and being excited about what was happening on the track. I forgot there was a score.
That's because you've put me in charge of the computer.
So if we're a little bit slow on our letting you know who our jammers are on the line, we're quite far on the other side of the track. So we are trying to get those skaters' names and numbers to you as quick as we can when we see them lining up.
Yeah, and first jam of the day, we're still getting familiar with who those skaters are out on track. I'm sure by the end of the weekend, we will know them all by name and number.
Absolutely. We've got an official timeout, but I'm seeing a let's go from the referees there. You can tell I don't referee because I don't know what the word is when they do that.
I love that. A let's go.
It's a finger twirl, let's go.
Wrap it up, guys. Stop wasting time. All right, jam is on. We have got one Denmark blocker standing in the penalty box, ready to return to track. New Zealand taking advantage of that ink spill, picking up lead, but we have got 3-0.
Tiger's Eye. Is it? Tiger's Eye coming around hot on their tail with Team Denmark chasing down ink spill, but no points. New Zealand scoring their 4, taking them and saying thanks. We'll keep that lead at 36-16.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I've been advised that Tiger's Eye and Sternfrieda and also one of the coaches for Team Denmark, Checkpoint Charlie, are actually from Germany working together. And we've also got a coach, Foxygen from Iceland, all coming together. If you're going to travel halfway around the world...
Well, you've got to think about the size of Australia. I think some of our skaters that are on the Australian team are probably a further distance away from each other than the Denmark and German skaters would be.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you think we've got skaters from Townsville all the way down to Tasmania.
Yeah, we do. Looks like Nosferatu has picked up lead for Team Denmark. And Fearless for Team New Zealand. Not that far behind. Both skaters entering the pack on a scoring pass. Bit of a pile up at the back there, but all skaters are up and back in action. 4 points apiece.
And we've got a call off there from Team Denmark, taking their 3 points. None for New Zealand, bringing us to 40-22.
23.
23, I missed one.
We've got cheer squads for each team at opposite ends of the track.
We've got about 19 minutes left on the clock in this 30-minute game.
We've got Inkspill out there jamming for Team New Zealand. They got to the front, fell over, and 2 of the Denmark blockers getting in front. We've got Burpee jamming for Team Denmark, but Inkspill has picked up lead jammer. Burpee being sucked back into the pack by some of the New Zealand blockers.
That crescent and tripod just keeps reforming in front of Burpee. We were a real hard time holding them in that pack, giving New Zealand's jammer time to pop back through on their first scoring pass.
Yeah, both of the teams had 1 blocker apiece in the penalty box, which resulted in a no pack call. Burpee taking the star off. Some beautiful footwork from Inkspill around the outside line, picking up 4 points there.
And we see the star is off, but not quite away. It's still in Burpee's possession. I think they're trying to get it to that pivot, but New Zealand are not letting them anywhere near the pivot.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run back there by Chaos for Team New Zealand. Just making life really difficult for that Team Denmark jammer.
And we have the star away, safely in the hands of Energizer for Team Denmark.
And that was 12 points picked up there by Team New Zealand, no points by Team Denmark. We got a lot of love for both teams going on in the chat. Lots of New Zealand.
Oh, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but there's some beautiful chanting from Denmark happening over in the stands. There's a lot of team pride for these 9 skaters who have travelled more than halfway across the world, the whole way across the world, really, to be here on this track.
It's incredible.
Beautiful spin there from 8-3.
Team Denmark has gone to the penalty box. That is the jammer for Team Denmark, not the entire team, though one of their blockers did just follow them in, so maybe I wasn't completely incorrect.
I believe we've got, it is Tiger's Eye, number 30, sitting in the box for Team Denmark with the star off their helmet. So
yeah, we've got Ghost Pepper out there jamming for Team New Zealand. Nice hit out there by Team Denmark. Some good footwork. Oh, excellent team offense there by Team New Zealand. Just open up that inside line.
Tiger's Eye is back out and looking for that initial pass. Bit of help there from their pivot, trying to get around that New Zealand crescent at the front, but they are just reforming.
Yeah, the footwork is amazing by all of the skaters out there.
Oh, beautiful piece of offense there from Chaos and Glider from Team New Zealand, just opening up that inside line for their jammer to pop straight through untouched.
Yeah, Team New Zealand picking up the 4 points on that pass, but Team Denmark sneaking 2 points off the back. So we are moving up to 61 points for New Zealand, 25 points for Denmark.
I believe we've got Nosferatum, number 357. He's lining up for the jammer line for Team Denmark, as we see.
And Fearless for Team New Zealand.
Sneaky hit there from Orca. 09 receiving a cut.
All right, so we've got a power jam to Team Denmark. We've also got 2 Team New Zealand blockers in the penalty box, as well as their jammer.
Now, I did see Slender, the jam ref for Team New Zealand, holding up the lead jammer status, but I'm not sure if that penalty occurred before they received it, because there was a bit of confusion there around when they were sent to the bin. So I'm not sure if lead is available or if we have a 2-minute jam.
Well, let's wait and see what happens when Nosferatu pops out the front. Team New Zealand blockers doing an excellent job of making life difficult for them. 0024 Sappho for Team Denmark up there trying to play some offense.
And we can see Fearless heading back out onto the track.
That was an amazing penalty kill there by the New Zealand blockers.
Nosferatu still caught up there, unfortunately receiving a cut track penalty himself. So we are looking at a 2-minute jam.
We sure are. We have got Fearless out there for Team New Zealand, has completed their initial.
Solid block on that outside line by the pivot from Team Denmark. I believe it's Orca just shutting it down. Fearless is like, no worries, I'll take the inside line.
Whatever, I've got options, guys. There might be 8 of you and only 1 of me, but I'm just going to get through there.
I feel like my Australianisms have come out. That was my first no worries.
I think I had one of them before breakfast this morning.
All right, we can see Fearless getting those 4 points as Nosferatum is released from the bin, but not in time for points. Let's have a look.
That's a lot of whistles going on. No points for either jammer on that final pass. 8 points to New Zealand in that jam, taking them to 69. Team Denmark on 25. We've got just over 13 minutes to go in this jam, and we've got an official review called by Team Denmark. We're going to run out there and see if we can find out what this official penalty is. Or, sorry, what this official review is. Splits has just headed out there to listen in. While we are waiting for that information, I'll just talk through who our officials are in this game today. We have got Lobocop, Carla, Maureen, Slender Jam, Space Racer, Darth Mauler, Jim Peckable and Tank as your skating officials. And your non-skating officials are Nasty Surprise, T-Bone, Butter Popcorn, Bellows, Bonnie Jovi, Mortal Comcat, Disaster Chief, Achilles Wheel, Tinker Belter and Monster.
Okay, so the official review from Team Denmark is asking for a blocking out of play penalty on who I believe is the captain, seeing as they're in the official review there, New Zealand skater 211. So they're looking for a blocking out of play penalty on Black 211.
Always incredibly awkward when you are the captain and they're trying to get the penalty called on you, and you've got to stand there with a straight face and go, yes, I understand what you're saying, and not try to be like, I did not.
Well, there was a bit of love expressed for 211 by Team Denmark there in the official review. The coach there, I believe, is it Foxygen for Team Denmark?
I believe so, yeah.
Foxygen out there saying that there's a lot of love for 211. I do love 211. However, it was an out-of-play block that we would like issued to this skater.
That is the best. That is the most polite way to try and get a penalty issued on someone.
I think especially because the skater was standing there at the time as well.
It's such a derby way of doing things. Like, I love you, but...
You did a bad. Want you to be in trouble for it.
Yeah, well, 211 has headed back to the bench, so I would suggest that Team Denmark have lost that official review. They were not successful. 211 heading out to the track with the rest of her team.
I believe that might be the one and only official review we have in these 30-minute games.
Yeah, and unlike in a full-length match, they do not retain, even if they were successful, they do not retain that review, I believe.
And there's no half-time on this either, so we'll just keep rolling with 30 minutes of derby.
I love this. Team Denmark heading back out to the track to the cheers of their supporters in the stadium.
The tenacity and the resilience of these Denmark skaters to travel as far as they have. Only 9 skaters out there on their bench today, and they're just doing a phenomenal job.
And speaking of 9, number 9 for Team New Zealand, Inkspill picking up... Oh, Inkspill? Energizer, sorry, picking up lead for Team New Zealand.
Unfortunately, we've seen number 30 Tiger Eye head to... Oh, sorry, not 30. It is 207 Burpee. The Denmark jammer for this jam is in the bin.
And I was correct originally. Number 9 is Inkspill for New Zealand. Number 9, Energizer for Team Denmark. So confusing.
And there's a 09 of Fearless as well. Like,
Gameplay has moved right in front of the Denmark cheer squad, and they are very vocal about it. The jammer returning to track and around, clearing the pass.
giving Burpee that spirit that they needed to just cut through that New Zealand wall in a way I don't think we've seen Burpee do yet. So that was amazing.
Oh, nice little hop there by Inkspill. Unfortunately, takes a hit to the inside, goes down, calls the jam off, picking up
Taking
1
their
point
1
for Denmark. No, that was 1 point for Denmark.
Yes, we're learning from the YouTube comments here that 211 is actually the number as well that the coach from Team Denmark has. So that was a bit of the love there that they had for 211. Maybe not for the skater, maybe for the number.
Maybe both. We're getting a lot of love for Team Denmark in the chat now. Starting to get a bit competitive in there. I love this. We are flicking between multiple screens, so we may not see all of the comments as they come in, but we will read them in time.
I This game is running like a well-oiled machine. These official timeouts are like succinct, they're quick, no one's even having time to do anything.
If that was the commentator's curse, everyone's going to be furious at you.
It's okay, I didn't know that was a thing.
All righty, Team New Zealand popping out the front there. I believe that is Ghost Pepper picking up lead.
It's all right. We've got to mention our amazing officials and the wonderful jobs that they do out there because we could not derby without them.
100%. Tiger's Eye for Team Denmark completing their initial.
616 for New Zealand. Ghost Pepper, a bit of a hop, skip and a jump on that outside line.
Calling it off just in time to deny Team Denmark any points. New Zealand picking up 4 points on that jam, taking them to 85. Team Denmark on 26.
Look, we're seeing a war of attrition out there. We're seeing lots of 4-point jams, getting those points, calling it off. But it also is such a testament to the way the New Zealand team work with their bench crew. The timeliness of those call-offs is really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Really strategic, really conserving energy. Lots of short, sharp jams. Get the points, get the job done. It's the first game of a massive 3 days here. So they will need to conserve their energy, even with the high number of players that New Zealand have managed to bring along for this. While we've been chatting, number 09, Fearless, picking up lead for New Zealand. Nosferatu for Team Denmark, not that far behind though.
As we can see, Fearless popping through that Team Denmark wall, scoring not all of the points, just the 2, but that's enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what we were saying just then. Just take what points you can, minimise the points for the other team, call off the jam, reset, burn through that clock. We've got just under 10 minutes to go in this first game of the Track 2 games.
Junior Roller Derby World Cup. The Junior Roller Derby World Cup here in Brisbane, Australia.
We are commentating a World Cup. Absolutely not what anyone would have picked for me in my high school. What are you going to do in your future?
Exactly. So we can see we've got, 2, 4, 7, I believe that is Burpee with a lead for Team Denmark.
Team New Zealand Jam are absolutely hot on those heels. Both skaters really popping out at the... number 9, Inkspill for New Zealand, getting past all of the blockers, I believe, for Team New Zealand. We've got 4 points picked up by Team Denmark. Team New Zealand with the steal.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was 2 points for Denmark, 4 points for New Zealand. There's lots of noise in here. Things are very exciting.
That's it. We saw a solid block on that inside line from Kitty, number 4. They just really held that line, but not enough for New Zealand not to slip past there and get those points.
Yeah, always the danger of setting up at the back of the pack that other jammer is going to snake those points. Tightly compressed pack. Team New Zealand popping out the front. I think that is Ghost Pepper picking up lead for New Zealand. And we've got Tiger's Eye for Team Denmark also out on their initial. Ghost Pepper picks up the 4 points and calls it.
We're seeing Team New Zealand really control that front line. They are not letting Team Denmark get a look in. Even when they are sitting at a pack deficit, they're still not getting that front line. New Zealand is just locking them in and really swamping them in those starts. And it's working for them. We're seeing that score push out now to 95 to 28.
Yeah, absolutely. Team New Zealand really good at the... run forward. As you said that though, Team Denmark at the last second sliding forward, but unfortunately meant one of their jammers was forward of the pivot line when the jam started. They've gone to the penalty box for an illegal positioning, I believe, at the start. Nosferatu jamming for Team Denmark.
I think that really was that pressure from New Zealand not to let them have it. They put them in an uncomfortable position. You saw skaters in front of the line before the whistle.
But good work from Team Denmark in mixing it up and trying to get that advantage back. Didn't work that time, but great to see the changing of strategy throughout the game depending on what the other team is doing. Both jammers in the pack at the moment. Team New Zealand, Fearless, does have lead. Nosferatu, I believe, for Team Denmark, still on their initial. Fearless picking up 4 points on that pass.
We've got Nosferatu still caught in that wall. unfortunately receiving a cut penalty.
Fearless skipping around for another 4 points, taking that inside line, barely getting touched on their way through.
We're seeing a rotation of about 3 jammers for Norway there, which when you've only got 9 skaters, Team Denmark, my apologies, for Team Denmark there, which when you've only got 9 skaters and 3 of them are jamming pretty consistently, the resilience they're showing is spectacular.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 points picked up there again by Fearless. We've got 16 points to Team New Zealand so far this jam. I believe Nosferatu, Team Denmark, still on their initial. Let's make that 20 points for Team New Zealand.
We've only got 5 minutes, or just over 5 minutes left in this 30-minute game. We see Fearless getting taken to the outside by that Team Denmark wall.
3 points on that final pass. I think that was the highest scoring jam of this game. So far, 23 points to Team New Zealand Fearless. All right, looks like we have got at least one of the Denmark skaters in the penalty box, but they have been released as I say that. Bit of a pile up between the jammer and pivot lines there.
But we're seeing a beautiful 2-wall from Team Denmark, trying to hold back number 9.
Inkspill?
Inkspill. It's Fearless and Inkspill. I'm getting them mixed up.
Yeah, but we've got both jammers had popped out at the same time. Inkspill just calling the jam before either of them could score.
It's very smart, Derby, but I must admit, as a jammer, when you get out and there's a big score differential like that, and you're like, but I can get some points, and they call it off before either of you score points, it's like, oh, come on, I worked so hard.
Yeah, let me steal some, please. Looks like we've got Tiger's Eye out there for Team Denmark as the jammer and Ghost Pepper for Team New Zealand.
Some spirit happening in the stands there from Team Denmark with a bit of a chant. And I think it's working as we see, is that Tiger's Eye?
Tiger's Eye.
Just getting knocked blocker after blocker by those New Zealand blockers, one at a time.
Yeah, so Ghost Pepper is in there on a scoring pass. Tiger's Eye was knocked to the inside, but the skater that knocked them in there also went out of bounds, meaning they could come straight back in and not accrue any kind of negative impacts.
But
3 points.
Putting that pressure on Team New Zealand, not letting them get the whole 4 points of that pass.
Yeah, 3 points picked up in that pass.
Calling it before they took all the points. We've got Tiger's Eye back out there again for Team Denmark.
And out there for Team New Zealand, we've got Glider jamming. I feel like this is the first time we've seen Glider out there with a jam. They have picked up lead.
That is the first time we've seen the star out there on Glider's helmet. Oh, I was incorrect. It is Burpee out there for Team Denmark.
Glider picking up 4 points on that pass.
Taking the star off. Burpee's looking for that pivot. Doesn't need it. Taking the outside line straight through. Swifty bit of offense there from Team Denmark, keeping them to the inside.
Glider trying to work their way through. Gets the call from their bench to call the jam off.
Oh.
They picked up 8 points for that jam. None for Team Denmark. That takes Team New Zealand to 129 points. Denmark to 28 points.
Successful debut jam out there for Glider. There it is. For Glider. Scoring those points, calling it off. I thought maybe Denmark might have got lucky because they were on the other side of the track. Maybe they wouldn't have heard that bench call just as quickly. But no, they are onto it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of a bit of a pile up the front. We've got a cut track called for the Team Denmark jammer. Power jam for New Zealand. Fearless, who has also picked up lead. Pretty fast moving pack out there. Fearless is the only jammer. Team New Zealand having trapped a goat at the rear of the pack so that they control the pack's speed. Team Denmark needing to bridge out, and the Team New Zealand jammer picking up all 4 points on that pass.
You can see Team Denmark trying to form at the front there, but New Zealand, the jammer for New Zealand.
I believe it's Fearless. Yes,
Fearless.
09 Fearless.
Fearless cutting straight through that wall at the front.
Team Denmark escaping with star in hand. They'll now pop that back on so that they can score points on their next pass through.
Team New Zealand doing some beautiful offense to pop Fearless through there for those points. Such fantastic jammer awareness for their own team there as well. The offense is really strong coming through from New Zealand.
Yeah, beautiful work there. That was 12 points picked up by Fearless in that jam.
A lot of cheering and excitement happening over on the other track. I think the game has just concluded, but we are just about to finish up here too with only 11 seconds on our clock.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the victory skate around going on the other track.
And
Final jam is on here. With Ghost Pepper picking up lead for Team New Zealand. And Burpee trapped in the pack for Team Denmark.
As we will see, this is our final jam for this first game with Team New Zealand and Team Denmark.
We've got an excellent view right now as both packs working, really making those jammers grind it out, particularly at the front there. The Team New Zealand tripod just holding Burpee in place.
Hop, skip and a jump from Ghost Pepper though to get around for their 4 points.
Team Denmark jammer with star in hand. And the pivot out there at the moment is Nosferatu, so if you're going to pass that star, probably not a bad option. Oh, beautiful hit out there by number 4, Kitty.
That is fantastic.
Jammer for Team Denmark still just having a lot of trouble with those New Zealand blockers, looking quite tired.
Kitty's doing a lot of work out there, number 4. We just saw a beautiful offense to get that jammer through. They've been shutting down the lines.
And Team New Zealand take the win on the first game here on track 2.
In our female division for the Junior Roller Derby World Cup here in Brisbane, Australia.
Hopefully you guys can pick up, watching at home, the little jumping on toe stops chanting that was going on there for Team New Zealand. I've been Razorback. Thank you for tuning into this one. Next game on this track will start at 10:10, where we've got Team Australia and USA. Oh, that should be amazing. I'm going to go find a spot in the stands.
I am definitely going to go do that myself. I couldn't announce any of the Team Australia games, but I've been Splits and it's been great.
I'm Razorback. Bye. Press the button on the bottom.
Also, I've been given words in the hierarchy, we're not supposed to say panty pass.
Oh, yeah, star pass.
There's more no, I think it was the other track they were getting the panty situation. And also, both tracks will be the Spank Alley penalty box.
Okay. Spank Alley penalty box.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good, thank you. Any issues? Everything went well?
Yeah, it was fine. So we changed to normal mics at the start. Headsets not working.
Okay.
But that was before the game started. All good.
Really good. Oh, I got the comments.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people on there?
Yeah, I couldn't. No,
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
But there was plenty of people active in the chat, so.
Amazing.
Good one, thank you.
Thank you.
That was great.
You'll have headphones though, so you'll be able to hear each other.
Hello.
정말